Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Lasham Daily Briefing, Thursday, 22nd of February. No surprises to you then, I guess, out there that the synoptic situation hasn't changed significantly, really, from yesterday, in that we still got this very deep, low pressure, 954 millibars around Iceland, and it's a lot of the weather's rotating around it coming our way. The high pressure has drifted off now down towards Africa and the Mediterranean and beyond, but we're being left fundamentally in a very, very moist southwesterly or westerly type airflow over the area. So midday today, the cold fronts have just about gone through, but I haven't seen so many trough lines on a schematic for a long, long time. And coupled with that, of course, we've got all these occlusions whizzing around out to the west of us that are going to pass through us throughout the day. The spot winds are giving us about 300 degrees, 25 to 35 knots, depending on which one you actually go for. We're smack in the middle. So the winds are going to be pretty strong anyway. And the cloud is indicating this cold front, or these cold fronts that are arriving just to the west of us at the moment, where it's indicating clear at the moment where we are, but actually it's not. If I update one more refresh, it still hasn't changed significantly, but you can see this cloud layer here is all associated with that, them two cold fronts that should be through it by midday, and you can see all the showers that are left behind it, not overly encouraging at all. The rain forecast for today, well, it's exactly as you'd expect. All this cloud here is associated with them cold fronts, and then we're just left with showers behind. Let me try and move this little thing a little bit. Okay. The actual forecast then, if I move it slightly. So this at 9:15 today, and as I run it through, there's the two fronts there coming through now. And then behind it, nothing but showers, all associated with them troughs, the trough lines. And we're pretty well with it all day. It's indicating perhaps at around about 3 o'clock this afternoon, we may stop having rain, but it'd be far too late then. The winds will be too strong and the airfield will be totally unusable. Local area forecast ends indicating overcast rain throughout the day and a possible clearance towards the end of the day. Winds from the west-southwest, but notice that the winds are increasing. We've got gusts now coming up to 28, 30 knots. Obviously associated with them fronts as they come through. So we do need to keep an eye on that. GFS is indicating max temperature today of 11 and minimum temperature of 8, or dew point at 8. If you're outside the window, yuck. And I think we're going to be stuck with that most of the time. Okay, Lasham actual forecast at the moment is going to be just off 10 degrees, dew point at 8, winds 15 knots, 21 knot gusts. But as you can see from the chart now, the gusts are starting to increase. The general trend is now on the up, and the last gust we had here at 7 o'clock this morning was about 28 knots. Okay, Odium then, they're indicating at the moment 16 knots. Broken cloud, rain and drizzle. And as was previously mentioned, you look at the size of this this taff here, you can see that we've got a lot of crud coming. So 20 knots in the southwest, gusts of 30, few clouds at 1,000 feet, with a 40% probability between 9 and 10, scattered clouds, 400 feet, rain and drizzle, and between 9 and 12 o'clock, 30% chance of 25 knot winds, gusting 40, rain, broken clouds, cumulonimbs, and heavy showers with possible hail later on. And Farnborough is not as long, but very similar in that 30 knots in the southwest, broken clouds at 400 and 600 feet. And if we run through the forecast, 15 knots, gusting 25, 6,000 meters, broken clouds at 500 feet, rain showers. So as you can see, pretty well, broken clouds, 1,400 feet, 40% probability, between 9 and 3, broken clouds at 600 and heavy rain. And notice it stops at 3, which is what I was indicating earlier. There's a small possibility it'll stop raining then, but it won't be any good for anything else. Area forecast is literally showing rain showers all day up until approximately 4 o'clock local. Sky sight is very similar with the rain. So this is at 10 o'clock today. And if I can run this a little bit, see the showers all coming up from the southwest. And this is right up until 4 o'clock again. So they're all sort of agreeing. And no TAMs, there'll be no TAM to affect, of course. So obviously, for today, we'll have to declare that the day is going to be a scrub day. There's a possible Beach 200 coming in at 11 o'clock. I suspect it probably won't. It was forecast earlier on in the week, and we've had no update yet. I've just spoken to Chris Marin about it, and he hasn't received it either. Rain and strong south-southwesterly winds all day, clearly no flying. But the simulator, of course, is available for any students who do turn up. Notice Alan Melmore's next door already, so I'm sure he'd love to spend a bit of time with you there. I'm sorry I can't give you much more encouraging news. It should be flyable tomorrow, but it's certainly not going to be as bad as the last 2 days. So thanks very much. I'll speak to you later. Take care. Bye.